Yeah. Yeah. Huh. It's on the mic, yeah. Go in the zone, breaking down plays like I'm coaching from home. Women's game, rise and call it throne for the queens. I'm the conduit, connecting courts with big screens. I am Zoe Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defenders, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments, blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past to the rookies today, I document the journey, every bounce, every play. Respect on their name, they redefine the trail. Prince with Zoe Media, telling stories regale. Zoe Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. Break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the...
What's good, man? Hey, look, it's been a minute. My apologies. I was getting, new stuff set up. Look, it's been a minute. I'm gonna give y'all a second to get on in here. I know YouTube probably don't got me in the algorithm, so I'm gonna give y'all a second to get on in here. Look, it's actually been a minute since y'all actually, heard like me just talk like I am Zoe Media talk. Y'all have heard me mostly on like the shows and stuff like that. So it's good to be, back in the element, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but I know somebody lying to me. I know somebody lying to me. Somebody gotta be lying to me. I know I ain't see. Hey, I know Tennessee and Texas playing right now, but ain't nobody care about that game. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody care about no Texas and Tennessee. Pull up over here, man. Ain't nobody care about what's going on. Let's be honest. Hey, look, I know my eyes lying to me. I know I ain't see what I just seen. I know I ain't see what I just seen. I know Haley Van Lith ain't just cooked them. I know she ain't just put up 26. What's going on, Amy Sue? Shout out to my guy, Keywan Jackson. What's going on? Look, welcome to I Am Zoe Media. I'm gonna give y'all a second to get in here. See if YouTube, get the boy back in the algorithm. We'll see. It's been a minute since I actually like done a standalone show. I know my eyes didn't fool me today. If somebody told a lie, it wasn't me. Somebody told me somebody was a generational point guard. Somebody told me somebody was a generational passer. Somebody told me Notre Dame had the next Magic Johnson. I know. I goddamn know. What's going on, Edison? What's going on? Yeah, bro. We over here, Texas game trash. Haley Van Lith back. Yeah, man. Nobody watching no. Hey, ain't nobody care about no Texas, Tennessee, man. Ain't nobody care about that game, man. Y'all might get on it, choke that up, man. Nobody care about whoever win losing in the next round anyway, man. Ain't nobody care about that. Edison said somebody told me her doggo was better than Juju. Man, who said doggo was better than Juju? But I know my eyes ain't deceiving me. I know my eyes not deceiving me. I know Notre Dame ain't just losing the Sweet 16. I know Notre Dame ain't just losing the Sweet 16. Keywan said, man, you been speaking facts because I really thought Miles was that good, but you called it out. Man, I'm a point guard. when it comes to point guards, I'm really one of them. I'm a point guard. I see. I always say I can't tell a center, right? I can't tell a center what's going on the court because I don't pay attention to the little details about centers. I don't pay attention to the little details about shooting guards. I don't pay attention to the little details about, you know, small forwards. But when it comes to point guards, I'm a point guard. I pay attention to the little details that'll stand out in big moments. Again, y'all told me Olivia Miles was a generational point guard. That's what y'all told me. Y'all told me Olivia Miles was a generational point guard. Y'all told me Neil Ivy was holding her back. That's what y'all told me. So, and this is what y'all see. I listen to y'all again. I egg people on. I can really kill a lot of conversations, but I egg people on because I really want to hear talking points. I really want to hear. I really want to hear talking points. So this is what I do. I get. I talk to people about basketball, right? And I don't, because again, if I just kill the argument in the first 10 seconds, right, the conversation won't go anywhere. But if I let you talk yourself into a hole, you'll sound foolish and we can still have a conversation. So this is why y'all, I'm about to tell y'all, I need y'all to listen to me right quick. This is why y'all contradict yourselves. This is why y'all contradict yourselves. Y'all say Olivia Miles is being held back by Coach Neil Ivy, right? Y'all say she's being held back by Coach Neil Ivy. This is why y'all, I'm about to tell y'all why y'all contradict yourselves. Y'all say she's being held back by Coach Neil Ivy, but yet, y'all tell me Haley Van Lith was just bad at LSU. That's what y'all tell me though. Y'all tell me y'all tell me y'all can't have both. You can't have two arguments in one segment. Again, y'all tell me Haley Van Lith was just garbage on LSU, and Kim Mulkey had nothing to do with that. That's what y'all say. See, that's what this what I be meaning. Stop giving bad takes. Stop giving bad takes. This what I be meaning. You can't have both. Either Haley Van Lith, either Haley Van Lith is not who she was at LSU, or Kim Mulkey was holding her back. Either Olivia Miles is not who you think she is, or Coach Neil Ivy was holding her back. You can't have both. You see what I'm saying? You can't have both. You can't have both. So you gotta pick one. You can't have both. Like, which one is it? Either she's being held back, or Olivia Miles isn't who you think she is. Like you can't have both. This is the thing. This is the thing. Haley Van Lith went to LSU because she knew playing at LSU with pro prospects would help her draft stock and would need to play at the next level. Her decision to go there was solely dependent on getting to the next level. It had nothing to do It had nothing to do with anything else. It had nothing to do with Louisville not being good. It had nothing to do with her play style. She went to LSU because she wanted to play with future pro athletes to help her stock and her experience and understanding of the game at the next level. This is what I mean about bad takes. Kim Mulkey didn't use her for why she came there. If you look at Haley Van Lith play last year and you think she played that way because she was just bad, I need you to give me your basketball cord. Because, see, when you make statements, you actually got to speak to the statement. Speak to the statement. Tell me the game, how she played bad, where she played bad at, what was going on, who she didn't get involved, where did the turnovers come, how did she help the team win or lose? Like, you really got this. This is why I'm one of them ones, because I can actually do that. I don't just give a take. I can actually break my take down. You see, I can give a take and say Haley Van Lith was garbage at LSU. That's just a take. That's not perspective. That's not an understanding that subscribers and listeners can understand. But if I say Haley Van Lith went to LSU to get pro-ready and Kim Mulkey did not use her in a pro-ready offense, that's a take. Just saying Haley Van Lith underperformed at LSU is an opinion. That's not a take. That's two different things. You can break down a take. You can't break down an opinion. Look. Haley Van Lith, even this year, is not running the same offense. She's not in the same sets. She's not all in the same spots. She's not in the same pick and rolls. She's not getting downhill. She's not getting opportunities to get downhill. She's not getting opportunities to go ISO in her spots at LSU like she does at TCU. It has nothing to do with her game. Kim Mulkey did not put her in position to be Haley Van Lith. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? And then she had her guarding Caitlin Clark. Haley Van Lith, look here, man. Everybody can't play defense. Everybody can't play offense. Everybody can't handle the ball. Y'all got to stop this, man. Haley Van Lith never was and never will be a defensive player. But for some reason, she was a McDonald's All-American. For some reason, she made Louisville look good. And for some reason, TCU has reached their first Elite Eight in school history. And they've been around since the early 1900s. So either I'm wrong or somebody missing the point. Let me preach for a second. Either I'm wrong or somebody missing the point. Because that's the same Haley Van Lith that was at LSU. That's the same Haley. Go watch her play style. The Haley Van Lith you seen today is the same Haley Van Lith that was at Louisville. Go watch the offense. She didn't get better. This is the same player. She's always been good. She's always had the same flaws. She was just in the wrong system. And y'all discredited her without actually understanding and what. See, I heard Dawn Staley say something today. Dawn Staley called out a lot of you YouTube creators that disregard film. Go watch Dawn Staley today. Dawn Staley said her team not just watch the game in practice. Her team does individual film study and they do team film study. So if you don't actually go back and do film study, not just watch the game. Film study is not just sitting there rewatching the game. That's not film study. I don't know who to. Just rewatching the game is not film study. It's like watching a movie, right? You can watch a movie 7 times. Is that really understanding that movie, or that you just rewatching the movie? When you're doing film study, you literally got to turn on that part of your brain that wants to retain information, not just look at the entertainment of it. Rewatching a game is just looking at the entertainment of it. Dawn Staley said her team does individual film study and team film study. Individual film study, guess what they do? You get with the athletic trainer, you get with the video coordinator, and they break down just your individual plays. When you do the team study, they break down the actual team sets that they run. Were you in the right position? Did you do the backdoor cut correctly? Timing, all of that is important to a play. Basically, if I run motion, right? If I'm on the kneel, I have to wait until the right corner takes one dribble before I move, because if I move before he dribbles, now I'm in the wrong spot and the defense didn't shift. They stood where they were because now probably one person is guarding two people. Because it's timing. You don't know that just watching the game. You know that when you do film study. That's why a lot of people can't break down the game, because they don't even know what film study actually is. They just give bad opinions. It's not takes. Stop using, some of y'all need to stop using takes when y'all say stuff. That's not a take. I can break down a take. I can go do research on a take. I can't do that on an opinion. That's why some of y'all sound foolish when y'all talk. And subscribers egg y'all up in the chat like y'all really speaking facts. Y'all not speaking facts. That's an uneducated opinion. You can't back that up with nothing. I can't go look at no film and look at what you said and dissect it. Shout out to Aisha. She said, I remember Lotto asking Angel Reese, what's that? I think some one of you don't know film standard. Exactly. But y'all let content creators get on YouTube and tell y'all what y'all watching. It's an opinion. It's not a fact. And again, this is another reason y'all saturating the YouTube community. Stop using the. I never heard that till I got into the WNBA circuit. In the NBA, they don't say this. Tell me if y'all hear. Hey, chat, give me a thumbs up if you heard this before. Somebody gives the take, and then somebody else gives the take, and they say, well, that's your opinion. That's my opinion. Both things can be true. Give me a thumbs up in the chat you heard that before. When has basketball, look, you saying why you like a team is an opinion. Me saying they can't shoot is a fact. When has in between the lines become an opinion? If you can't shoot, you can't shoot. That's not my opinion and your opinion. That's not two things can be true. That's not, well, we could agree to disagree. That's a fact. Shaquille O'Neal couldn't shoot. That's not an opinion. Giannis Antetokounmpo can't shoot. Olivia Miles can't play defense. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. In half court, Olivia Miles plays off of Hannah Hidalgo. That's not an opinion. That's not a disagree. That's not, well, two things can be true. That is a fact. If you actually do film study, you'll know that. It is a fact that Hannah Hidalgo runs the half-court offense and Olivia Miles plays off of that. I watched Olivia Miles today. See, and this is what I mean. Y'all let people tell y'all Olivia Miles, Neil Ivy took the ball out of her hands. I watch Olivia Miles come down court 2 possessions in a row, down 1 at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, and run a pick and roll and take 2 horrible shots. Even the commentator said she can't go left. But y'all got mad at Coach Neil Ivy for sitting her down. On the other end, she wasn't playing defense. And on their end, she wasn't running the offense right. I watch Caval and King in a pick and roll with Olivia Miles, and Olivia Miles take 2 bad shots. And I watch her on the other end give up a layup and come back down and miss a layup on the left side. And y'all wonder why she got shot down. This is what I be talking about, man. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all not making no sense. You can't have, look, you can't have Haley Van Lith is garbage at LSU, but Coach Neil Ivey ain't using Olivia Miles right. Think about that I need some of y'all to sit with that. Sit with that for a second. You can't So y'all love Olivia Miles so much, it's Coach Neil Ivey fault, but y'all don't like Haley Van Lith, so she's just garbage at LSU. Let me tell you something. A coach's job is to put their players in the best position to win. It's not to make fans happy. Sometimes it's not even to make a player happy. A coach's job is to put you in the best position to win. There were times when I got mad because coach moved me to the 2 and brought the second string point guard in. But I understood he needed me to shoot because our best shooter went to the bench. And I just my hands. Players are not going to like every move a coach makes, but the best coaches put players in position to win, and you understand it at the end of the day. In the moment, I didn't even understand it, but as I matured, as I got older, as I moved on, I understood why my coach did certain things. Look. We have to call the game fair. We have to we have to be better with our assessment. Look, when you go into a game, especially March Madness, right? You go into a game, especially if you've been successful that year, you don't switch up what you're doing. You don't switch up what you're doing. You play according to the abilities of your players, the team needs, and the other team's weaknesses. You don't adjust from what you're doing. You stick to what got you there, and you tweak things. Like let's say Notre Dame runs high point pick and roll with a nil U curl. Let's say they run high point pick and roll with a nil U curl. A nil U curl is she starts at the nil, she probably got a backdoor screen, and she pops back top, right? Against TCU, maybe they have better wings where their U curl won't work, so you tweak the play. You still run motion, but instead of turning it into a U curl, you hit a V cut and you go corner. We still ran the same play. We don't change our play. We've been running it all season. We make tweaks to the offense. So Coach Neil Ivey was not about to come out and say, Hannah Hidalgo, you don't shoot, you don't try to get downhill, you go stand on the wing, and Olivia Miles, you run that ugly pick and roll. No matter how much we want that to happen, it's not going to happen. That's not how basketball works. Basketball is a systematic tool. That's not how team sports work. On a blacktop, one-on-one, yes. This game, I'm going to drive. This game, I'm going to post up because according to the matchup. But that's not how 5-on-5 basketball works. Every team has a system, especially in college. Every player on that team is recruited for a specific reason in Coach Neil Ivey's system. I guarantee you, If you put Coach Neil Ivy on a lie detector test, she passed up on good players for subpar players because they fit her system better. And that good player wouldn't be as good in her system. It happens at every school, every school, every school, every school. Even Dawn Staley, she got 10 All-Americans on her team. I guarantee she have 11, but she didn't recruit one of them because they didn't fit her system. She wouldn't have been able to get the best out of them, and they wouldn't have been themselves. It happens. I said this all year long, and this is the point. I'm reading the chat right now. You're making my point I made at the beginning of the season, and everybody told me I was wrong. This is what I mean. Y'all told me I was wrong when I said Notre Dame. I don't care if Olivia Miles is the next Magic Johnson. Notre Dame success is built on Hannah Hidalgo making shots, not on Olivia Miles running the offense. First of all, as a point guard, I'm looking at Notre Dame's team. As a point guard, I wouldn't want to be on that team. That's not a point guard centric. Coach Neil Ivy could have called a timeout, set Hannah Hidalgo on the bench. This is what I mean. She could have set Hannah Hidalgo on the bench for the entire second half, and they would have still lost, and that team would have still looked the same way. That team is not built for Olivia Miles to run it. I don't understand. Look, as a point guard, your skill set is predicated on who's around you, not you. Hidalgo is the engine of that team because it's Hannah Hidalgo or bust, because that's how the team is built. It's not by Coach Neil Ivy, it's how the team is built. The offense is built around how the team is built. Look, it's Coach Neil Ivy's fault for how she recruited, not the plays she ran. It's Coach Neil Ivy's fault for how she recruited. Olivia Miles' offensive game is not suited for that team. Look at that team. Hannah Hidalgo is the only ISO scorer they have on that team. Look at that team. King is a workhorse player. You don't run plays for her because that's not her game. You run plays for King, she won't be King. If you run plays for King, she won't be King. You run King in sets. King is the third option on every play, and that's how it should be because that's the type of player she is. She's not the second option, because if she's your second option, you're definitely going to lose. Basketball is bigger than some people actually see on TV. It's reasons why certain things are done. If I'm a point guard, I don't want to be on that team. I blame Coach Neil Ivy for the team she built, not her play calling. She called the right plays for the team she has. She just didn't build the right team. And look, if that's hard for some of y'all to comprehend, that's on you. I don't got time to sit here and break down the two sides of it. If you want to blame Coach Neil Ivy, blame her for the team she built. Blame her for the team she built. Hannah Hidalgo is a bad shot taker, but that's all they have. If you really watch that game, Olivia Miles could have played the entire game and they still would have lost the same way. I'll say it again for the people in the back. If you watch the game, Olivia Miles could have played from start to finish and they still would have lost the same way. It was the style of play, not the players. It was the style of play, not the players. Their style, I'm gonna tell you their style of play. Their style of play is shout out to Braz. What's going on, Braz? Yeah, Braz, I ain't been in the algorithm. I got 45 people in here right now. I should have like 80, but I ain't been in the algorithm, man. So YouTube be tripping. I literally just got to 45 like 10 minutes ago. Like YouTube. So, hey, sometimes when I don't make videos, they'll take me out the algorithm. So what you have to do is click the bell, click on the bell, turn all notifications off, then turn them back on. So you can notify YouTube again that you want to watch my videos. That's how it works. I learned that from somebody else. You know, because I really only do my shows. I really haven't been doing videos, so I get it. So yeah, if you are a subscriber of mine, take a second, go click the bell, turn everything off, then turn everything back on. Hannah Hidalgo takes bad shots. Let me tell you Hannah Hidalgo's problem. She hasn't figured out the game of basketball yet. Hannah is a immensely talented player. Look, her defense is overhyped. I don't know how she got ACC Defensive Player of the Year over Citron. Somebody got to explain that one to me. And I love Olivia Miles. I mean, Hannah Hidalgo. But I don't know how she got Defensive Player of the Year over Citron when she didn't guard nobody. Who she guard? I need y'all to tell me who Hannah Hidalgo guarded to get ACC Defensive Player of the Year. What player did she guard? Who did she shut down? Who did she limit from getting to their spots? Who field goal percentage did she limit? How did she get Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC? That's another. Look, I'm trying to figure that out. That's what we need to. We want to talk about Hannah Hidalgo. Let's start there. And it can't be because of steals, because if you look at the WNBA and the NBA, most of your worst defenders lead the league in steals. I'll give you a prime example. The NBA, James Harden, Steph Curry, even Allen Iverson multiple times led the league in steals. Steve Nash led the league in steals twice. I'll give you an example. As a point guard, I'm always going to be around the ball because the defense starts with me and the fast break starts with me. I could be lazy on the play and the ball will find me. If you're a point guard, you're always going to lead the league in steals because most times you're guarding the ball handler and they're going to turn it over. It's just the basketball guys work that way. You're going to turn the ball over. And whether I'm playing defense or not, I'm going to be in position to get the turnover. I'm going to be in position to get the loose ball because most of the time I'm around the ball handlers. Bigs don't dribble. So your bigs won't be leading the league in steals. They won't have a lot of steals. Your guards will. And it won't even be your forwards. Your guards. Because they're guarding the ball handler. And you're going to turn the ball over. The ball is going to roll off your foot. There's going to be a loose ball that just rolls to the top of the key where you're literally standing. So I don't know how she got. I broke down so much. I literally go to my videos, shameless plug, go to my film study.
I literally did a Hannah Hidalgo breakdown, and not one time did I talk about her on ball defense. Not one time. So those of you who think I'm a Hannah Hidalgo fans, go watch my breakdown. See, this is what y'all want. This is what y'all want. This is what y'all want. Y'all want me to get on here, bash Hannah Hidalgo, and say, Olivia Miles, you absolute from all blame. Who would do? If that's what you want me to do, you might well just go on. You might well just get up off of here. You might well just go on back the way what you were doing. Go finish cooking your Saturday dinner. Go get ready for your date tonight. Because that's not how I talk. And if you've been around my channel for the last 7 months, you know that. Nobody's absolved from blame. Because guess what? She was in that game in the first half. She was in that game in the second half. She was 3 for 8. The commentator literally said she can't go left. I don't know what y'all want me to do. The commentator said it. I didn't. If they said it, it's a lie. If you feel it's a lie, they said it. I didn't. I'm on a report in the news. The commentator in the fourth quarter literally said Olivia Miles can't go left. But you want me to tell you the ironic thing? This is how I know I'm one of them ones. Because if you watch my Olivia Miles draft breakdown, I literally said the same thing in my draft breakdown. Anybody in the chat who watched my draft breakdown, am I lying? I literally said that in my Olivia Miles draft breakdown. She struggles in half-court offense and she can't go left. I literally, this is what I get. I was about to curse just now. This is what I get mad at, man. I really get mad at this. I said this. Somebody in the chat, if I'm lying, put it in the chat. I said this before March Madness started. I literally said, if I was a coach during March Madness, I would not show my hand. But guess what I would do? I would wait until March Madness and force Olivia Miles left, and we gonna win. If you in the chat and you heard me say that, give me a thumbs up. I literally said that before March Madness started. I literally said, if I was another team watching Notre Dame play, I would slow the game down, get them in half court, and make Olivia Miles go left. This is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about. Look, one of these days, y'all gonna give me my respect. One of these days, I tell y'all all the time, don't let people fool you. They watch my videos, they write stuff down, they use them as talking points. Y'all go to their channels and say they cooking. They not cooking, they mini me's. They not cooking, they mini me's. Y'all need to really listen to what they be saying. They not cooking, they mini me's. I'm about to start calling them mini Zoes. They mini Zoes. That's what they is. Listen, I need y'all to really listen to people's takes. They talk like they've been in a locker room. Where do you think they get that from? I need y'all to really listen to people's takes. And y'all be in the chat, oh, you cooking today. You know what you're talking about. No, they don't. That's my take. Listen to how they say stuff. How are you giving an athlete's perspective and you never been one? Listen to, look here, man. Listen to how people talk. Listen to how people actually talk. It be funny. I be like laughing. And look, shout out to all my subscribers because they be hitting me up in my email. They be hitting me up on Instagram, even Twitter, even though I don't be on there. And they be like, Zo, ain't you said that 2 months ago? They be like, Zo, ain't you said that in your breakdown video? They be like, Zo, didn't you say that during your draft report? They be like, Prince, didn't you say that during your film study? In the chat, eating it up like it came from them. I'm not trying to gatekeep nothing I say, but at least give me my credit. Say, Zoe said, or say Prince said, or say, I heard this on IMZO Media, and it's a good take, and it's a good point. Look, moving forward, when you're on people panels, listen to how they actually talk and break stuff down. How you gonna break something down like an athlete and you was never one? Where you think you got that from? Again, I've been in these YouTube streets, these WNBA YouTube streets for 7 months. I've been humble. I've been taking the jabs. I've been taking the cheap shots because I'm a cordial person. I've been corporate. I've been taking the hating, all of that. I've been taking all of that on the chin because I'm a real dude. If you ever talk to me outside of social media, outside of YouTube, I'm a cool dude. I don't get on here and show people up. And I got that's the crazy thing. I literally have the resume to do it. I got paid more playing basketball than you got paid working. I literally got the resume to do it. But I don't get on here. I didn't go to some D2 school. I didn't go to some JUCO. I didn't go play for some overseas team that nobody heard about. I didn't play with no scrub players. I didn't play with some black top players who trying out for NBA teams. I didn't play in the G League. The United States is the only country that thinks the G League has the best talent. That's laughable. Because if you actually do research, most signees come from overseas. They don't come from the G League. If you're in the G League, you're staying in the G League. The US people in the US that watch sports, they got that American better than the world syndrome, where America news tells you Dubai, Africa, France, Russia don't got beautiful cities like America does. That's not true. Y'all got the same kind of takes when it comes to sports. The G League does not have the best talent. And shout out to the G League. I'm not hating on the G League because I got homeboys in the G League right now. I'm not hating on the G League, but they'll tell you the dogs are overseas. Go look around the league. Go look around the league. Go look around the league. If you didn't get drafted out of college, you came from overseas. You didn't go to the G League. You left college and you went overseas. I'm not talking about the foreigners. I'm talking about the actual players who played in America, went overseas, then got brought back to the NBA. Hey, look, B Will, Brass, I'm crashing out because enough is enough. We moving into April, and I want my goddamn respect. Look, I don't want my respect as a... This is the crazy thing. I don't even want my respect as a YouTuber. I want my respect as a basketball player. I don't want my respect as a YouTuber. Subscribers going to respect who they subscribe. I want my respect as a basketball player. I just want my respect as an athlete. Look, why you think I stopped going on panels? Why you think I stopped going on panels? When I go on your panel, I'm not just some regular dude in your chat. I'm him. I'm probably the most established athlete some of y'all know. I'm talking like actually know. Not somebody you've seen on TV. That's the weird part about it. I don't want my respect as a YouTuber. I want my respect as an athlete. That's what I want. I don't want my respect as a YouTuber. Why you think I be isolated? Why you think I be isolated? I sit back, I take the jabs, I take the hits, I take the disrespect. It's cool. Because I know off of YouTube, me and you totally two different people. Or whoever else. I don't need nobody to kiss my feet. I don't need nobody to praise me, but respect me as an athlete. I know this is what happened. I know what happened. Me and my homeboy was having this conversation one day. I came into the YouTube circuit and I act like a regular subscriber, and that's what I got treated as. That's what really happened. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. I came into YouTube and I tried to be one of the people. I think if I would have came into YouTube, dropped my resume, and really disrespected y'all, I think y'all would respect me. That's what it seems like. But my mama raised me better. My mama listened to my channel. My nieces listen to my channel. Why you think I don't curse a lot? Why you think I keep it corporate? Let them know, hard boss. They be forgetting I'm from New Orleans. They be forgetting. But I think that's the problem. I should have came into these YouTube streets and disrespected all of y'all and told y'all ain't never played basketball. Somebody in high school right now averaging 2 points is wearing your jersey. That's what I should have did. I came into these YouTube streets with respect, humble, wanting to be friends with everybody, wanting to partner with people, wanting to help people grow their channels, make content, give advice, takes, all of that. I think I should have came into YouTube and dropped my resume, and y'all probably would have respected me more. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. I should have came into YouTube, dropped my resume, disrespected people, talked about channels, and I probably would have garnered more respect. I came in and humble, and people just, I wanted people to see me as one of the people. I wanted people to see me as just a regular YouTuber. But I should have YouTube streets and really dropped my resume like I did in the NBA. There's people in the NBA circles that respect me more than some of y'all. That's the weird part. Again, that's how that conversation came with me and one of my homeboys. He was listening to one of my streams, and we was on the phone, and he was like, "Your chat be wilding. They know who you are?" And I'll be like, "Nah, they really don't. I keep it cordial." They be like, "Do your chat really know who you are?" I'll be like, "Nah, they don't. I keep it cordial. I don't talk about my resume." That's how me and my homeboy started having that conversation. And that was like a month ago. Again, Olivia Miles is a talented point guard that doesn't fit what Notre Dame had built. Haley Van Lith was not in the right position to be Haley Van Lith at LSU. You can't say Coach Neil Ivey didn't put Olivia Miles in the right position, but yet bash Haley Van Lith for being bad at LSU. When they're literally being coached the same. I see if they was being coached differently. They're literally being coached the same way. They're literally being coached the same way. Haley Van Lith, if you think Haley Van Lith ran LSU's offense, give me your doggone basketball court and go sit down, get off of YouTube, delete your Gmail, and go cover Hip Hop Atlanta. If you think Haley Van Lith ran LSU's offense, give me your cord. Haley Van Lith is literally in the same position that Olivia Miles is in. Literally. But yet, one was trash and the other is the coach's fault. Why can't both be the coach's fault or both can't be trash? Because the perspective didn't change. Haley Van Lith at LSU was in an offense with dominant ballers, dominant ball handlers, dominant shooters. Olivia Miles is in a system where it's one person or bust. Both of their coaches didn't put them in position to be their best selves. Because first of all, if I really want to center my offense around Olivia Miles, I'm going to stop running pick and roll. I'm going to really stop running pick and roll. Like, just get rid of it altogether. Just get rid of pick and roll altogether. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run motion where I got all four moving. I got one going back door. I got two flare screens, and I got one at the high post. That way, Olivia Miles can see the whole court and actually move. when you're running pick and roll, you can't really move. You're like relegated to that area where the screen is. So if I come to the high post and if somebody comes to I'm a point guard, right? If somebody comes to the high post and set the screen, I can only operate in that area. Everything else is dependent on those players around me moving. I really can't shift the defense. Magic Johnson did not run pick and roll. Steve did not run heavy pick and roll. The only player Steve Nash ran pick and roll with was Amari Stoudemire, and that's because he was a lob threat. Notre Dame don't got no lob threat. Jason Kidd only ran pick and roll with Kenyon Martin when he was on the Nets. Go back and watch. Kenyon Martin was a lob threat. Why are you so pick and roll dependent? Olivia Miles is not a high-profile offensive scorer. You don't need to run pick and roll. She doesn't have a lob threat. You don't need to run pick and roll. Your big can't pop and shoot. You don't need to run pick and roll. Again, that system is not set up for Olivia Miles to be Olivia Miles, yet Olivia Miles' game isn't set up to translate. It is what it is. It is what it is. He's not a great off-ball scorer. He doesn't move well. And moving well isn't go stand at the wing, wait for Hannah Hidalgo to draw a double team and kick it to you. That's not moving well. Citron moves better off-ball than Olivia Miles does. King moves better off-ball than Olivia Miles does. Olivia Miles is a traditional point guard. She's not a combo guard. She improved her three-pointer. But her offensive game didn't improve. And if you don't know basketball, that might have went over your head just now. If you don't know basketball, that probably went over your head just now. Olivia Miles improved her three-point shooting, but she did not improve her offensive game. If you don't know basketball, that went over your head just now. And that's okay. That's okay. And that's okay. I watched Olivia Miles come down court and 2 clean pick and rolls and throw up 2 clunkers, give up an open layup, and y'all got mad because Coach Neil Ivey sat her down. She's not going to look. If Hannah Hidalgo comes into the game and just not shooting the ball, I guarantee you Coach Neil Ivey might be more prone to sit her down. The game plan is for her to get up shots, whether they're bad or not. Hannah Hidalgo's problem is she hasn't understand how to get shots. She comes down court and just jacks up shots, which take her team out of rhythm when they don't go in. Especially if she wants to have the ball, you got to find your spots. So if you want to get to the nail, do a 1-2 dribble pull up. If you want to operate on the left wing, the right wing, if you want to get to the ISO block, if you want to get to the high post and ISO from there, 2 dribble, side step pull up, back dribble, up and under, like step through, whatever you want to do. Hannah Hidalgo, this offseason, you need to redefine your offensive game. Because if you're the primary scorer, you have to be better at finding spots and not taking your team out of rhythm. Like, you gotta be better. You gotta learn how to get better shots. Hannah Hidalgo, Hannah Hidalgo, the last half of the season, you have not been good. Hannah Hidalgo has not been good the last half of the season. And it's thrown Notre Dame out of whack because I think if the team was set up correctly, Coach Neil Ivey would have been able to turn to Olivia Miles, but this roster is not set up to turn to Olivia Miles because you don't have enough shooting. Citron and Rish is your two best 3-point shooters, but Rish barely plays. Rish barely plays. Like, Hannah Hidalgo is a talented player. And this is the weird thing. Y'all came on here thinking I was just going to get on Olivia Miles because she was the first person I talked about, because I really didn't have a lot to say about Olivia Miles. See, this is the thing that I don't get, man. Y'all think I don't like Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles was literally my first breakdown. Olivia Miles introduced me to the WNBA. I am confused about what y'all think I think about Olivia Miles. I know what it is. Y'all got that protection syndrome going on. Y'all trying to protect Olivia Miles from any criticism. Olivia Miles was literally my first breakdown. I raved about Olivia Miles. But if I say Olivia Miles struggles on defense, she don't got a left hand, and she's horrible in half court, she improved her shooting, but her offensive package didn't improve. Y'all think I'm poo-pooing Olivia Miles? I am confused. I am confused. And then y'all want Olivia Miles to go to Chicago when they're literally the same type of team that Notre Dame is. You're going to get the same impact. You're going to get the same impact. Notre Dame and Chicago Sky are literally built the same way. You got King, just like Angel Reese, who operates in the mid post. You got King, just like Cardoso, who operates under the basket. If Kennedy Carter would have came back, you got your Hannah Hidalgo. Citron is literally Michaela. I don't know what I literally just broke that down to y'all, and that probably went over some of y'all head because I did it so eloquently and so quickly. That probably went over some of y'all head because how I just broke that down so quickly. Y'all wanted Olivia Miles to come into a system that's literally the same type of players. Literally. That's why I told y'all was going to get the same result. It wasn't because Olivia Miles is a bad player. The moment I said I don't want Olivia Miles at 3, everybody got into a frenzy. Zoe don't like Olivia Miles. What? She was literally my first breakdown. I raved about Olivia Miles. That lets me know some of y'all be making opinions and don't come with facts. Because if you would have came with facts, you would have actually went watch Olivia Miles breakdown and came with a real take. If you say I don't like Olivia Miles, you don't got a real take and you don't know basketball because you didn't go watch my breakdown. Notre Dame's players literally have the same play style as Chicago Sky's current roster. You would have got the same Olivia Miles. What are we doing? What are we talking about? That's what I be talking about. And now y'all may be going a tangent and act like, see, y'all, what's going on, Junie? What's going on? Y'all may be going a tangent because y'all think I don't like Olivia Miles, but I'm clearly trying to tell you she's talented. She's just not what you think she's going to be for Chicago. I literally said Olivia Miles would be an all-pro on the Sparks. I literally said it. And that went over everybody's head and they missed that because they're focused on I don't want her in Chicago and think I don't like her. When I literally said she can be an all NBA on the Sparks. That's what I be talking about, man. Some of y'all hear what y'all want to hear. Right, B Will say, yeah, Zoe, people thought you turned on Olivia Miles even though you explained your breakdown. Exactly. I don't understand. Y'all wanted this, and this is another thing. How you think, this is how I know I'm about to take some of y'all basketball courts. How you think Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso is going to get the ball? They're going to get the ball and pick and roll. Olivia Miles does not run pick and roll well. Chicago Sky's worst defensive asset last year was perimeter defense. Olivia Miles does not play defense. Yes, she can probably get better at it. But defense is an effort. That's not a skill set. She doesn't give effort on defense. You can't teach effort. I get tired of people saying, well, she'll get to the WNBA and get better at defense. I've never seen a player get better at defense. Either you can play defense or you can't. I've seen people play well in defensive systems. I've never seen, show me the player that got better at defense, and it better be a fact, or I'm taking your cord. Show me the player who got better at defense. I've seen players understand how to play defense in a system. I've never seen a player get better at isolation defense, because that is an effort. I've never seen it. I've never played with a player that got better at defense. Either you can play defense or not. It's a difference between being covered up in a good defense and you actually being a good defensive player. Because defense is effort and IQ. Look, you can be the fastest, you can leap the highest, you can move the quickest. But if you don't have IQ on defense, you won't be in the right spots. You won't understand the passing lane. You won't understand who can dribble left-handed, who can dribble right-handed. You won't understand when they're going to shoot, when they're going to drive, if you don't have a good IQ on defense. So those of you who think a player can just get better at defense, if they can't improve their IQ, no matter how talented or athletic they are, they won't get better. There's players who get paid millions of dollars who just won't play defense because it has nothing to do with their athleticism. It has everything to do with their IQ and understanding of the other end of the floor. What are we talking about? So don't come to me with, well, Olivia Miles could get better when she gets to the WNBA at defense. Show me the player, and then we can have a conversation. Go do your research. You got my email. Show me the player, and I'll bring you on live, and we'll go through it. Show me the player. And it better be fact. And it better not be, look here. You bet not email me or send me an Instagram about a player who got better in a defensive system and not individually better, because I'm going to call you on it. And look, if you come to me with one of them, I'm saying it right now, so be careful if you tweet me, Instagram me, or email me. I'm going to put it on my community post. I'm going to put your name next to it too. I'm going to screenshot it and put it on my community post, because I'm taking basketball cards the rest of 2025. The rest of 2025, I'm taking basketball cards. I challenge you to show me the player who got better on defense from their senior year to college to the WNBA, and you better come with facts, because I'm going to expose you. Because that's not how that works. Either you play defense or you don't. That's not how that works. There's people that's been in the WNBA for 10 years and still haven't got good on defense. Either you play defense or you don't. Again, I like Olivia Miles. She's a point guard. She's part of the fraternity. This is the thing. And this is the thing that I don't get. Some people say, Zoe, why don't you say this about Caitlin Clark or that about Caitlin Clark? Anybody in the chat who's been around me a long time, tell me if I'm lying. I always say Caitlin Clark is part of the point guard fraternity. No matter how I feel about her, no matter how much defense she doesn't play, she's still part of the point guard fraternity. I feel the same way about Olivia Miles. It's a fraternity. She's a point guard. It's a fraternity. No matter how much you think I won't like her, I'll respect her because she's part of the fraternity. That statement probably went over a lot of y'all heads, because a lot of y'all ain't part of no fraternities. No matter how I feel about her game, I will always respect Olivia Miles because she's part of the fraternity. So stop coming in the chat. Stop going on panels saying Zoe feel this way or that way about Olivia Miles. She's part of the fraternity. I don't know how many times I got to say that. I literally say that all the time. Let's be better with our takes and stop just giving opinions. If it's an opinion, look, if it's an opinion, start your conversation off with, this is my opinion. Stop saying stuff and saying it's a take. Because guess what? Takes can be researched, they can be documented, and they can be proven. Opinions can't. Opinions can't. That's two different things. That's two different things. Again, B Will, they listen to what they want to listen to. They listen to what they want to listen to. They wait for me to say something negative, and they make that the whole thing. And this is the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing. Y'all attack me about my takes on Olivia Miles when in the chat, if you heard, you can put it in the chat or you can tell me I'm lying. I have never taken a personal shot at Olivia Miles. I've just talked about what she does on the court. I've never taken a personal shot at Olivia. So how do I hate Olivia Miles when I've literally never taken a personal shot at her? I just understand basketball. I understand Notre Dame's system. I understand the players, and I give an accessible take that you can go watch film, can be proven, and can be documented. You saying someone saying Olivia Miles is a generational point guard cannot be proven, it cannot be documented, and you can't back that up with facts. That is an opinion. And if you can, I'm dropping the link. I dropped the link. If you can tell me for a fact, not an opinion, that Olivia Miles is a generational point guard, the floor is yours. Hey, Lilac, ain't nobody was watching that game. Ain't nobody care about no Tennessee, Texas, man. They losing in the next round. They losing in the next round. You get on with that, man. They go on with that, man. Look. Hey, the link is in the chat. Anybody want to come up? I ain't heard from my dude Brass in a minute. I know Brad's got to talk on this game. I actually want to hear Uncle J.E. take, because I know he been on Olivia Miles all year. So Braz, make sure Uncle J.E. come pull up, Uncle J.E. I want to hear what you got to say about this. Again, the link is in the chat. Look, not one time did I take a personal shot at Olivia Miles. But her pick and roll game needs to improve. Her defense needs to be better, not improved. It needs to be better. Because improving means she'll get smarter on defense. She'll understand defensive coverages better. It just needs to get better. She needs to give more effort. Olivia Miles literally stands there on defense. Stands there. She doesn't even give effort. She literally stands there. But then we get mad when she gets pulled out. Did you watch the game? She literally just stood there. Stood there. Literally. And then on the other end, she's just bricking and turning the ball. She literally just standing there on defense. But y'all wanted to stay in the game. At least Hannah Hidalgo is, even though I say she shouldn't have got Defensive Player of the Year, at least she's running around the court trying to get loose. But Olivia Miles just stands there. Go watch the tape. Y'all see, shout out to my dude Showtime. Showtime always talking about this. Y'all pay attention to the offense and not the defensive side of the ball. So y'all look at what she's doing on offense, but y'all turn y'all when she's on defense. Either y'all not paying attention or y'all don't want to pay attention. What's going on, Uncle J.E.? What's going on, my guy, man? Look, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
What's good? Hey, nieces and nephews, what's good with y'all? I'm on my backup phone because my other phone fell in the bucket of water, so I don't know how it's gonna sound and everything.
Nah, you good. You good. We can hear you good.
How you doing, Zo? It's good to see you again, man.
Yeah, look, been out the mix, man. Been out the mix, man.
You stop flexing on these dudes out here, though. Yeah, but
Man, I be trying to be a Uncle J. They don't understand it from from an athlete perspective. I come on here and I be humble as hell. Yeah, like some people come on here and don't even realize I was an athlete because of how I talk. Like I come on here and I be humble.
right. But that's why I just left a lot of things alone. I mean, I don't like cliques. Some people, they like very disrespectful. Like, I'm not gonna bring nothing up, but I seen when you was on the panel one time and how they talked to you. I'm like, do they realize this man played professionally? You know what I mean? Like, you should garner more respect than that. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's why I stopped going on panels. I'm like, y'all. The crazy thing is they covering my sport. I ain't covering their sport.
right. That's like trying to tell a surgeon how to do surgery. You know what I mean? And all you did was read a couple books or you saw a couple YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Now you try to tell him he's doing the surgery wrong. You know what I mean?
What you got on this, man? What you got on this?
No, I want y'all to give me my respect about HVL. I told you a couple months ago. I said HVL 5A under. She's one of the top 5. She's one of the best. And
hey, she growing on me.
So what do you think about us taking her at 10?
I gotta see who's there. I mean, it depends on who's there. So let's say, okay, hypothetical. Let's say Cheyenne Sellers isn't there. Let's say, because we don't need Citron anymore. I'm off the Citron train because we got Kia Nurse, Rebecca Allen, and Ariel Atkins for the perimeter defense. So see, that's another thing, Uncle J.E. I only wanted Citron because of what she could do on the defensive end.
Right. So I believe Kia Nurse and Rebecca Allen is like similar to Citron.
Yeah. They are. That's why I was like the Citron train. I was on it. How I sound now, Alicia? I sound a little better.
I probably sound crazy. I'm about to back up phone.
No, Alicia said, "Zoe, your mic sounds low." I got a new mic, so I ain't messed with the volume on it yet, and I'm waiting on my little plug for my mixer.
You sound good on this end.
All right. But so this is my first question. I'm about to interview you right quick. How do you feel about Haley Van Lith at LSU versus this year?
Oh, I love Haley. I always like Haley Van Lith. I believe the coach had her out of position, and that system didn't work for her. You know what I mean? It was really about that system was built around who did have at the guard at the time, and Angel Reese. It wasn't really fit for Haley. You know what I mean? Haley was just coming to fit in, and that's why she put her at point guard because she had a shooting guard already. But I think her putting Haley at point guard helped to push Haley Van Lith's career in another direction. I think it helped to lengthen her career because I think she's at a point guard than she was a shooting guard. That's just my opinion. Because now you can put her at the point, she can make decisions. She can also play off the ball. You know what I mean? So you still get the scoring. Now you get her to play make. She's good in the pick and roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just look at her career because as a shooting guard, she's too little, and she would run into problems in the W. It's a lot of taller guards, and it'll be difficult for her to get a shot off. You know what I mean? That's just my.
She needed to transition to a point guard. She needed
to.
She needed to. That was the only way because she wouldn't have got drafted as a shooting guard. Right.
She wouldn't have got drafted. She would have run to the same thing like Amore is a point guard, but just those short like.
What was her name? She's one of the top scorers in WNBA history. She got drafted last year, a year before last. I think it was last year. Facial.
Not Zaya Cook. Deja Fair.
No, the other one. I forgot her name, man. I think she went to Syracuse. Was it Syracuse she went to?
Deja Fair?
Yeah,
Zaya Cook.
Yeah. Deja. She's been in the same position Deja is. She's not really a point guard. but she's the point guard height, but she wants to be a 2.
Right.
So that's what at Louisville, that's what Haley Van Lith would have been in. She would have been in that kind of territory. Like she can be a scorer. And that again, he didn't just Uncle J.E., I'm glad you said that. People keep forgetting Haley Van Lith is actually a scorer. So she didn't just cook Citron and Olivia Miles and Hannah. That's what she actually does. She's trying to turn into a point guard. She's actually a scorer. That went over a lot of people's head.
Right. But I love it. It's beautiful to watch it. Yo, that team TCU is built like a pro team. I don't know if y'all see it or not. Their system, whatever they're running, is pro-like. It's not like high school. I mean, college. No, that's a pro team you're watching there. You know what I mean?
Look at their offense. How Haley can get downhill so freely. They run that high pick and roll, and the big gets out the way. She ain't trying to get to the basket. She gets out the way.
And she's more experienced than Haley. I mean, than Hidalgo and Olivia. You can see that in Citron. Bro, did you see she wasn't flustered at all? She didn't get, she was telling her team to calm down. She took control of the game, the pace and everything, slowed it down. You know what I mean? Whereas Notre Dame, they're front runners, man. When they're ahead, you see them all cheering, and Olivia, she wants to, do all do all the showboating and all that.
Going back down court with the shoulder shimmy.
Right, yeah. Like the don't touch me, like you can't touch me, It's beautiful, but you got the game is at the end. Who's up at the end? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you win by 1 point, you won. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful game to watch. But I just came up. My second team is playing. UConn is playing right now. I just want to show you some love.
Man, I appreciate. Know what it is.
Shout
out to UConn. I got them in the championship. Shout out to UConn.
I got UConn winning it all, bro. I got LSU in the next round. I think they're gonna beat UCLA. And I got Texas playing South Carolina. I think South Carolina pulls it out. And I got UConn and South Carolina meeting in the championship, and UConn win it all. And LSU is my people, but the other day on our Star Central Hoop Show, I said that Maryland is the only team that could have gave them problems. Like I had Maryland possibly beating them, which almost happened. But outside of that, I had South Carolina winning. That was the only team because they got Maryland got Cheyenne Seller. They got dogs over there. Like they ain't scared of them. I look around the rest of the league. They got 2 to 3 players and everybody starting lineup that might be scared of South Carolina. Right. Mm-hmm.
I just look at Maryland's personalities. They not scared of South Carolina.
So Maryland was up by 1 point with like 2.5, 3 minutes left. Yeah. I think refs stole the game, bro. They started calling all these ticky-tack fouls. I don't like to say that, but I think Maryland could have won that game. Cheyenne poised. She knew what she was going to do. She was going to just keep them close and then chip away, you know what I mean, and win that game. But the refs got involved and started calling all these ticky-tack fouls. And South Carolina's a good team. I'm not going to take nothing from them, so I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make
South Carolina's a good team. Yeah, good team. Good team. But
good team. I don't know. Y'all, and this would be one of, I'll leave with this. Y'all talk about Pow. I don't think Pow should be in the W, yo. I don't know. Oh, maybe it's one of them system things like you said about Van Lith. I don't see it in Pow. Pow scored 2 points yesterday.
Really?
Bro, you think
Pow can be a off the bench secondary scorer?
Maybe. I don't see. Yo, she's been digressing ever since like the mid-season. Like some games she don't even show up. Like I don't know. These girls play basketball, and I appreciate their talents. I'm not gonna put nobody down. That's like Braun. You know what I mean? But Pow, I don't know. I think Pow's coming out throwing up, trying to throw up 30.
Yeah, because you could tell a lot of the beginning of the game, a lot of the plays are for her. But last game, Kits had it going early. I think she had like 10 in the first quarter. Like she had it going early, and I think Pow Pow kind of like lost her rhythm because normally coming out the gate, she gets a lot of flare screens, she gets a lot of setups. So I think Kits going off in the beginning kind of took her out of rhythm, and she never really got it back.
Now let me ask you a question. Now, if you're Pow Pow, you gonna let Fawali outplay you?
I mean, Fawali is a talent in her own.
Fawali better.
Again, Maryland transition defense is not that good. Their half court defense is good, but their transition defense is not that good. And Fawali just took advantage of it. She took
No, I
advantage
mean,
of their transition defense.
no, I'm speaking overall, like throughout the whole year. You gonna let this underclassman
You
outplay?
think Fawali outplayed Pow Pow all year?
Yes.
I don't know. Unc. I don't know, Unc.
No, I think
I'm gonna
Fawali
have to
should
go
have been
back.
starting.
I don't want to say yeah, no. I haven't really like paid attention to like their matchup per se, but so I'm gonna have to go back and check to see that out. But I don't know. I mean, Fawali is there to speed the pace. Fawali is there to get that punch off the bench. Pow Pow is there to guard the best perimeter player outside of whoever Raven Johnson is guarding and stretch the floor. Like they got different responsibilities.
All right, so Prince, let me put this out here. Fawali right now, if she entered the draft this year, next year, Fawali going top 5. That's a fact.
Again, I think she's a better scorer.
Bro, this is a bench player. Now you got a person who started all 4 years, getting ready going to the draft. We don't know where she's gonna fall. She could fall 20.
When does Fawali come out? Does she come out next year or Juju them year?
I think it's next year or the year after.
I think she would Juju them, huh? I think
I don't know.
Juju.
I think she's a sophomore right now. Yeah, so she probably got 2 more years. Yeah.
Yeah. Because last year I think she was a freshman.
Right.
Yeah.
But still,
if she comes out with Juju them, she's not going top 5.
you don't think so? Who else in that draft is better than her?
Look, she goes top 5, and not because of talent, it's because that draft is stacked with actual starters. Like Maddie Book is in that draft. You got Juju, Hannah Doggo. Like you got too many starters. If she starts next year, I could see top 5. But if she doesn't start, then she won't be top 5.
But even in that, Zoe, we questioning a bench player has a higher draft stock than a person who's been starting all 4 years.
Say that again.
A bench player has a higher draft stock than a person that's been playing all 4 years starting.
But again, it's the responsibility. Do I think Pow Pow is a better offensive player than she shows? Yes. But again, I always tell people, when you go to blue chip schools, you got to decide: am I going to win championships or am I looking to be a prolific scorer? That's not going to happen. If you go to a school that's prone to winning championships, you're not going to be this prolific scorer you probably came out of high school as, or even if you're capable of being. Again, even Fawali can go to any school and put up 25 to 30, but she's at South Carolina, and her game's not even really being minimized. She's just not showing all of it. It ain't like she ain't balling. Her opportunities just aren't there to average 30. But again, she's winning championships.
So, you are who you are. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, all of them was who they were in high school. When they got to the pros, they were still them. Pow Pow, come on, you went from, she not even averaging her career average in college, 12 points a game, nothing. She's averaging, sometimes she getting 2 points, 3 points.
I never did a breakdown on Pow Pow because I never thought Chicago was going to get her.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go like really watch her games. If you know me, I don't really talk if I don't really got like stats to back it up. So like I gotta go like really watch her game. But I know Dawn Staley's system. Like any given night, Dawn Staley, any given night, a player can drop 25. Is just kind of like spread out. Like any other outside of Raven, I'll say outside of Raven, any player on that team can drop 25 on any given night.
Bro, If Chloe Kitts could get 20
Kit
points.
can, Bree Hall can, Tessa can, Fuwale can, Pow can. Like on any given night, even who that is, Jones in the inside, she can. Like on any given night.
Pow did it though.
But but again, watch how Dawn Staley uses Pow though. She don't use her as the offensive threat. She uses her as the floor spacer. That's two different things. You get where I'm going with that?
I get what you, yeah, but yo, I don't know. Maybe it's just my.
It's really because I played with players that averaged 35 in high school, but we didn't need them for that. And it is what it is. You either stay part of the system or you transfer.
But she was the main focal point at one time. They went from her because she started, just falling back a little bit. She was the main focal point in the beginning. They was trying to feature her.
On South Carolina?
Yeah.
When?
And like in the end of last year, in the beginning of this year, they was featuring her. They was going to her. She was getting her shots up and everything. And then she just started deferring. Like the bench started outplaying her and all that stuff.
Nah. Because last year they was going to Tessa more.
Nah, Pow was the one they was going to. Tessa was coming off the bench.
Because I watched that championship game.
Tessa was coming off the bench.
But they again. Fuwale comes off the bench, but when she's in the game, who do they feature?
Yeah, because Fuwale's aggressive. This is the whole.
Hey, look. Oh, you're contradicting yourself here a little bit.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Pow, you're the main player. You've been starting 4 years. You should be aggressive. Fuwale should be following your footsteps. No, she's deferring to Fuwale.
But is she really deferring to her? Because if you watch their half-court sets, South Carolina, they run that high post action. So Tessa is not really involved in that high post action. Fuwale is featured in their they speed the tempo up. Because there'll be games where teams don't let them speed the tempo up, and Fuwale will have 8 points, 6 points. But if teams allow them to speed the tempo up when Fuwale is in the game, that's when she gets off.
Wow.
So I don't even think Fuwale is like being the featured player because they just run their high post. They run through the bigs, all their action, their pick and roll, their handoffs, their flashes, their cuts. Everything is through their bigs. So Fuwale is able to speed the game up and get downhill. Notice Fuwale's points against Maryland. They were all ISO downhill buckets. It wasn't her coming off of screens a lot. It wasn't her running pick and rolls. It wasn't her in sets running curls and V cuts on the nail. No, it was her getting downhill. It was her in ISO like, I got it. And Dawn Staley just trusting her to be that kind of player because she knows Fuwale is a talented player and that's how she can get her off without her because Dawn Staley won't change her system, but she knows, okay, I'm gonna let Fuwale do this because that's her specialty versus her being the feature player.
Bro, this woman is getting ready to go to the W. Ain't no way in the world I'm not going out shooting. I'm not trying to impress the scouts. I'm not trying to show my abilities, what I can add to a team.
So where you got her going?
I don't know where Pow should go. I really don't. Like, I don't know. Nah, I don't have. She fell out of my first round.
Pow in the first round?
She fell out of my first round, bro. Like, I don't know where to put her now. Maybe. Bro, she has not shown up in like 10 games, bro. Like, she has not been showing up.
She's on a winning team playing her part. How did she go?
You're supposed to be the main player.
Look, if I'm a scout, I'm not judging no South Carolina player off of their points.
You know who the star? You know who the star on South Carolina? Edwards. Edwards is the one that's gonna bring them over the top. Once they get her settled down low and everything, she's gonna be like
not Jones. That's who I meant. I didn't mean Jones. I meant Edwards. It was Edwards I was talking about.
Edwards.
It was Edwards. I was look. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier about Jacquel Jones, and I just said Jones. But Edwards is who I'm talking about. Like they
Right.
run the ball through. They run the ball through their high posts. Again, if you're a shooter, look at South Carolina through the history. Like if you're a shooter on South Carolina, you're not going to be featured like that unless the bigs are able to pass. Camilla was able to pass. That's how Tessa was able to get off. Camilla's able to pass out the post.
Bro.
Edwards going to learn how to pass out the
Bro,
post.
you
Bree
mad.
Reynolds doesn't pass out the post. Chloe Kitts doesn't pass out the post. So their shots aren't going to be where they want to get them at. They're going to have to find the ball, or the ball is going to have to find them.
So she had 2 3-points yesterday. For a while they come off the
I didn't know you felt like that about Pawpaw.
I don't see. I like Pow Pow as a player, but I think she just fell off these last 10, 15 games. She's been like, I don't know. She's not looking like Pow Pow. I don't know, something going on, or she's thinks she arrived, or she's pretty much made it, and she's just waiting to get to the league. I don't know, but she should be going out.
So do you think her defense?
Her defense is great. It's gotten better.
Do you think her defense and her shooting ability doesn't keep her in the actual first round? Like just her ability to shoot?
Her ability to shoot would get her, I think, 10 to like 15. 10 to 15, maybe.
Uncle J.E.
You got her in the top 10?
Uncle J.E.
You got her in the top 10.
Is still trying better than Olivia Miles? I mean, Pawpaw.
Is Centron better than Pow Pow?
Yeah.
Centron has more to offer than Pow Pow.
That ain't what I asked you, though. I asked you if Citron was better than Pawpaw.
Centron better. Centron has more. Centron can play D.
You dancing? You tap dancing?
I'm telling you, that's good. They're like equal in their abilities. One just taller, and she could play multiple positions. Whereas one, you're gonna put her at point guard. She's not a shooting guard in W. Pop out, or you're gonna have her stand on the outside, and you kicking out to her, and she's shooting a 3.
Look. For all intents and purposes, I don't think Citron is better than Pow Pow overall game. Because I think Pow Pow is a better catch and shoot player. I think Pow Pow ability to get her own shot is a little better than Citron's. Citron's instincts on defense is better than Pow Pow's, but I think Pow Pow is a better athletic player than Citron is. She's quicker on her feet. She can guard 1s and 2s. Citron can guard 2s and 3s.
But Citron is 6'2", 6'3". Pow Pow is 5'8", 5'9". Yeah, so she's taller. You could put her at the 3, 2.
How tall is Pow Pow? 5'10", 5'11"?
Like 5 something.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Look. That's a wild take. We're gonna have to revisit this once the draft happens, man. I'm writing this down. Me and you gonna have to revisit this.
I think she will go higher because her namesake, but I think she should go like 10, 15. 10, between 10 to 15, something like that. They gotta go into Chicago. I don't want her in Chicago at all. I don't want Amore there. I don't want Pow Pow. I don't want none of them there.
So, because I'm trying to figure out what you don't like about Pow Pow in South Carolina.
I think she's not aggressive. She let them take her aggression. When she first came to South Carolina, bro, that championship run, Pow Pow was a dog. Pow Pow had that whole swag, everything. Like, she knew she was her. This year, she just relaxed. She kicking up her feet, and it's like she took a break or something.
But how much is Pow Pow averaging this year versus the rest of the team?
I think she's down to 8 points a game, bro. 8.9. 9 points a game, something like that. Yeah, she went all the way down. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, chat, do your thing, chat. Let me know how much Pow averaging this year. Do your thing, chat. My chat gonna give me the answer. Do your thing, chat.
Oh,
But Uncle J.E., Lilac said 9 points. But look, watch Fuwali in half court. She doesn't get downhill in half court. She has creative. Fuwali is a special talent. As a player, and that ain't, again, the way you said it was like it's a knock that Pow isn't better than Fuwali.
I'm not saying it's a knock, bro. What I'm saying is, look at Amore. Amore is a little bit shorter than Pow Pow. Amore is still a killer. She went from Virginia to Kentucky, and she's still her. Pow
But that's her
Pow.
system.
Oh my God, yo. I'm trying to.
Is that not Georgia Moore's system?
It's the same system. It's the same coach. Everything. Yes. But I think Amore is gonna be that way in the W. She's still gonna be aggressive. She's still gonna be, trying to get hers off. Still gonna get an assist. Pow Pow is kicked up her feet, man. She won a championship.
Look, Uncle J.E., I'll tell you this. If Pow was on Notre Dame, they would have won today.
No.
What?
No. No.
Pow was on Notre Dame, they would have won today.
Only way they would have won today if Pow was playing like Haley Van Lith, being aggressive.
Notre Dame problem today was they didn't have another scorer.
Yeah.
They told Olivia Miles, let's see if you can score in ISO. She couldn't. They told Citron, you get no back doors.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing.
Bro,
you don't even know how to get to your spot, so we're going to just let you get off.
Yo, when Notre Dame was up, right, I told my wife, you know what my strategy would be? Whoever Olivia Miles is sticking, I'm giving the ball to her.
That's just, again, Jay, people that love Olivia Miles, they don't see that part of the game. They don't see she's being picked on.
Bro, I'm going at Olivia.
Bench.
Right.
How many points did she have anyway?
I think she had probably had like 16 or something like that. I think she had she was sure. Like, I don't like that, man.
Olivia Miles had 10 points.
Oh, she had 10? Okay.
She shot 3 for 10 from the field. What you want me to do with that?
Hidalgo was terrible too. I mean, she had a bad shooting day too. I would have been passing the ball to Maddie Westbell more, and I would have been trying to get Prince in foul trouble to get Prince on the bench, and then we could take over. That's what I would have did. I think when they sped the game up, that plays into TCU's favor. That's how they like to play that fast break game.
No, I wouldn't look. See, this is the thing though. That team is not who people think they are. Even Maddie, I'm looking at it right now. Maddie went 3 for 9.
Oh wow!
See what I'm saying? Saying? If they had another scorer that can actually score, that game would have been different. That's why I was saying earlier. I don't know if you was in the chat yet. Olivia Miles could have played that entire game because they was blaming Neil Ivy for benching Olivia Miles. Miles could have played that entire game and they would have still lost. She wasn't scoring.
And Connor, when they was trying to double on Haley at times trying to shut off, Connor was getting hers off. It was open up lanes and stuff like that.
Yep.
So Connor could have had a big. Connor has carried TCU at times. So it's either pick poison.
Uncle J, if you watch how TCU played all year long, they go through Sedona.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You watch how they played this game, They went through Haley Van Lith because Notre Dame doesn't play defense. Sedona got all her points at the free throw line. I'm looking right now. Sedona only took 10 shots.
Right.
And Olivia Miles took the same amount of shots. Citron took more shots than Sedona.
Yo. But you seen Helly?
All her shots came at the free throw line.
Bro, did you see Helly kill Citron too? Yeah, I better.
Hey, again, Citron is a talented defender, but even when I did her breakdown, I said sometimes she gets a little slow-footed with quick guards. She struggles to guard quick guards. Citron's defense is really built for your Jujus, your Pages. That's kind of like they move kind of like smooth, kind of slower. They want to take that extra dribble. Haley Van Lith not taking that extra dribble. Once she gets to her spot, it's going up.
Yo, that was a beautiful game. But the best game so far in this tournament was Alabama versus Maryland, man. That was a beautiful game.
That game was, that fourth quarter was hell. That fourth quarter?
Yeah, Sarah Ashley Barker, bro. Woo! Why nobody talk about her?
That fourth quarter?
Bro, why nobody talk about Sarah Ashley Barker? Is she bad or what?
You think she good?
I mean, she'll be a good fit somewhere. I mean, I think she's a pro. You don't think she's a pro?
At what level?
You don't think she could play in the W?
Oh, you talking about the W?
Yeah.
On who team?
What? She better than Central?
On Portland or Toronto?
Sarah Ashley Barker?
Uncle Jay, you is
Bro, she better than Centron. She better than Centron. What are you talking about?
What?
What? Sarah Ashley Barker from Alabama. She's better than Centron. She carried the team. Centron, man, come on, man. Y'all bugging now.
Hold on. Time out. Uncle Jay, you serious right now?
Yeah, I'm serious. You don't think Sarah Ashley...
What do you like about her game?
She's aggressive. She plays multiple positions. She's going to play D. She's going to give you... She plays hard. You know what I mean? She has the mid-range game. She has a three. Her three is not consistent, but she has a three. She has handles. Her handles is way better than Centron's. So I don't understand. Y'all looking at a role. Like,
I'm looking at. Let me look at this again, man, because maybe I'm seeing this wrong. I mean, she cooked against Maryland, right? I mean, do you think she played defense?
6'2", 6'1".
You think she played defense?
Yeah, she played okay defense. She's gonna play hard on D. She is. Bro, she's a dog. She's an undersized dog. She's gonna give you her all. She's gonna jump on the floor. She's gonna go after loose balls, all that.
I think she can turn into a great catch and shoot two guard. I don't think she's a three.
She could play that three too.
You think so?
Yeah. She'll be better than Centron.
Who are the threes in the league? You got
Howard.
Kai, Rakia.
Yeah. I'm trying to go by the teams. I can't think of nobody.
I mean, you don't really got a lot of threes that score buckets. So she can probably play the three, but she's a two to me. And at the two, she get 8 alive.
She can't play the two. She could play a little bit of the two, but she's more like a three.
What does she play at Alabama?
She plays the three.
They got her as a guard.
she's not. I don't know. She's not quick enough to be a shooting guard.
They got it. They got it at guard. Their three is
Because sometimes she go down and she plays forward.
their three is Green.
Well, I don't think she could play shooting guard in the W, but she could play that 3. Maybe that's why
No,
they.
no, their three is Nye. So Nye plays the 3, Barker plays the 2.
Mm-hmm. Barker is like what, 6'1", 6 feet, 6'1"?
6 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look, I don't like them players. I'm looking at her. She can score, but you got her over Citron.
Bro, I got her over.
That's what we differ at.
Why isn't she better than Centron? What can she do that Centron can't do? What can she do? What can't she do that Centron can do?
I think Citron is a better defender.
Yeah.
I think Citron is a better system player than she is. I think Citron is smarter. I think she's a better shooter and scorer, like 3-level scorer than Citron. But I don't see it.
So if you picking,
even in the draft, like did she?
Yeah, she's supposed to be in the. She's supposed to be in the draft.
I never seen her name.
Oh well.
Let me see. I'm about to tell you. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, they don't got it in the draft.
Oh, maybe she ain't declared, or maybe she's not going.
So look, I'm gonna run through the list. This is the again. I think she a camp invite. Is she better than Paige?
No.
Olivia Miles?
No.
Citron?
Yes.
Dominique Malanga?
No.
Kiki?
Aerofront? No.
Cheyenne Sellers?
No.
Georgia Moore?
No.
Anissa Morrow?
No.
Sanaya Rivers?
No.
Michaela Tipson?
Michaela Timpson. Who's that now?
The forward from Florida State. 20 and 12. 20
Oh,
and 12.
that center? No, she's not better than her.
Tahina Papa?
Nah,
Be honest now. Be honest. Be honest.
nah, she ain't better than Papa. She ain't better than Papa.
You want to say it so bad, but can't.
I said no. I said no. She's not better than Papa.
Do y'all
She's
hear
not.
this, chat? Do y'all hear this?
She's not better than Papa.
Isaiah James.
No.
Fagan.
Fagan. Fagan. Fagan is a role player now, though.
15 and 9. 15 and 9. She's 6'3". 3 blocks a game.
I'm gonna have to say neutral on that. I think she can compete with Fagan. I think she's a step up from Fagan.
Is she better than Sundell, the point guard from Kansas State?
They like similar.
Really?
Yeah, that Sundell is okay, but Sundell is like, I think she's out of position. Do you really think she's a point guard? Like, she should be playing small forward or shooting guard or something. Like, she's mad tall.
Yeah, because she only 6'1".
Sundell is bigger than that, yo. Sundell look like 6'4".
6'1".
Bro, Sundell looks 6'4", 6'5", man.
Sundell only 6'1". Sundell and Sanaya, Sonya Citron the same height.
Word?
Yeah, they're the same height. Yeah.
So do you think she's better than Sundell?
No.
No? Okay.
Sundell is, I'm about to tell you this. Sundell is the best traditional point guard in this draft. She's just too slow.
Okay.
Sundell is the best.
They had her going to the
People
Chicago
go
Sky.
around that word traditional a lot. Sundell is the best traditional point guard in this draft. She's just
They had her going to Chicago Sky too, Sundell, at one time.
yeah. They still got her going at 16.
At 16?
Yeah.
Oh, we got 16.
Yeah, we got 16 and 22.
Yeah.
Is she better than Sedona Prince?
No.
Is she better than Raya Marshall from USC?
From USC. Marshall
Yeah,
Marshall
forward.
is a better like defender and rim protector and stuff like that.
And rebounder. She
Yeah,
averaged 12.
rebound. Yeah. Oh, see, that's like a neutral too. I think they're like the same level.
Okay. Is she better than Akoya Lee from Kansas State?
Koya Lee, I'm trying to remember Koya Lee.
That's the big 30 and 12.
Oh, that big girl.
Yeah.
I think that's like a neutral too.
30 and
Because-
12 is neutral. Check. Do y'all hear this? This dude.
No, what I'm saying is, bro.
Do y'all hear now? Check. Do y'all
Oh,
hear this dude?
wait. Sarah Ashley Barker has other things that she brings to the game, and she's not gonna be a superstar. She might not even be an all-star, but she's gonna be an impactful player. She's gonna add something to your team. And maybe won't translate because after you named all these players, we named like 20 players, and she fell out of all like 20. So that's why she's not high on the draft boards.
Chat. In case y'all missed what Uncle J.E. just said, he said Barker is better than Akoya Lee, who averages 30 and 12 and 4 blocks.
For what team she played for?
Kansas State. Her and Sundell play for the same team.
Kansas State.
That's
See, I watched them in the
like 6'6".
I watched them in the tournament. I didn't watch them really a lot during the season, so I can't. That's what I said. I don't know, but I watch Alabama. Alabama's from the SEC, man. Like they are problems. Sarah Barker. She's no joke, bro. She carried that team.
Hey man, you got that recency bias going on. You think she? What round you think she beating? What round?
Well, and now that you named all those players, I see why she would go to like second, third round or something like that.
So you got to go in late second, early second.
Yeah, probably late second.
Better than Rory Harmon.
Yeah. Wait. From Harvard?
No, Texas.
Yeah, she bet. Yes. Easily.
12 and 8, 3 steals.
Easily. Look at what's Sarah Barker stats. I think she has
18, 6, and 4.
Facts. That's the SEC now. That's the SEC. That's a neutral.
That's a neutral.
They're in the same level, bro.
Is she better than Maddie?
Kelly might have a step over her.
Is she better than Maddie?
Westville?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Maddie ain't been Maddie. If this was pre-injury Maddie, I would have said you crazy.
She's better than Maddie.
She's better than this Maddie.
She's better than Maddie.
No, she's better than this Maddie. She's not better than the real Maddie. And again, Maddie been out of position the whole season. She came back too late. I don't think she's still in shape. I wish she could come back, but she can't. I don't know, man. But I'm about to wrap this up, Uncle J.E., man. I appreciate you for pulling up.
Team losing too, messing with you. I can't be messing with you, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to go do. I'm about to go watch this and wrap this up, man. Because I think the wifey cooking, man. Oh, Andre, she definitely not better than Harmony Turner. She definitely not better than Harmony Turner.
Better than Harmony Turner. She'll kill Harmony Turner.
But
Who?
your team is what?
Sarah Ashley Barker.
In her sleep with Freddy Krueger. That's about
She
it.
she could shut Harmony down.
Man, we gotta stop this, man.
What?
Stop this, man.
Bro, she almost beat Marilyn by herself.
Did you just say she can shut Harmony down?
She'll shut Harmony down, bro.
She didn't even play defense.
Bro, did you see her almost beat Marilyn by herself? She almost beat Marilyn.
MJ want me to take your basketball card. MJ want me to take your basketball card.
MJ better go. It's a fact she scored 45 points on Maryland. That's a fact.
That's recency bias, though.
Yo, y'all bugging. She averaging 18 points a game.
Hold on. Let me
She
go,
just scored 18 points in one game.
She took 25 shots.
Dad.
I don't care if you take 100. You got 45 points. You ever score 45 points in a game?
Unk. Everybody who takes 25 shots could get 45.
Bro, she almost beat them. They 111 to 108. It was a 3-point win. She almost beat them.
Unk. I go on the blacktop right now and take 25 shots. I can get 40.
I ain't gonna get 40. I might get 2. I could take 40. Now I played a few months ago,
25
and
shots.
I won 2 out of 3, but I ain't got it like I used to.
25 shots.
I ain't played in 20 years.
This person only took 12.
Bro, she almost beat them. Prince, she lost by 3 points.
Unk, you is up here bugging.
You ain't gonna get her. I can't believe that. Bro, if Luca went out there and scored 45, Luca got 45. This girl had 40. It's not different. Basketball is basketball. This is a girl playing. That's it.
Is she capable of scoring 45 every night?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's a killer.
Where has been at then? Because I'm looking through.
Bro, you ain't been watching. She been carrying. I've been telling you, she carried Alabama all year. She played in the SEC, the toughest conference out there.
What Alabama she carried?
She carried Alabama, that team.
Which Alabama? Which Alabama?
Bro.
Because look, let me go through some of this. I got 9 points in 35 minutes. I got 24 against Florida, 20 against OU, 21, 13, 22, 18, 19, 18, 9, 22, 36, 9, 12, 23, 11, 21, 9, 12, 13, 12, 25, 14, 19, 12, 19, 23. That don't sound like no carry job.
Bro, she's the energy. She is the player like Angel. They go where she goes. She's that one. On Alabama, yes, she is.
Hey, this is a wild take, man.
Bro, you take her off Alabama.
You been holding this in.
Bro, you take her off of Alabama, they don't even make the tournament.
Yeah,
hey, you must be holding that take in, because that's a wild one right there.
You never watched Alabama.
Stuff,
bro, Sarah Ashley.
Okay, you think she better than Aaliyah Nye? I mean, Aaliyah Nye?
She on her team, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a neutral. I think it's even.
What?
I think it's even.
You think?
Bro, Sarah Ashley Barker is a killer. She's a dog. That's like me. That's like when we talk about Angel Reese. People like, what y'all seeing Angel Reese? She doesn't have all the. She's just the impact. It don't matter what she can score 2 points. She's gonna impact the game. Sarah gonna dive for loose balls. You know what I mean? She's gonna play hard on D and offense, and she's never gonna quit on you. You see how she runs the floor? She runs the floor up and down full speed.
Hey, B Will, I know you're trying to agree with Onk. We not, but me and Onk ain't having an argument about how important she is to Alabama.
Bro,
We
Zoe,
arguing the fact that he said she can average 45 on any night.
No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. I didn't say she could average 40.
I asked you.
No, you said, can't you throw up 45 any night? Yeah, she could.
She didn't do it all season.
Bro, she ain't going no double overtime all season either. She did it in 2 double overtimes.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Bro, what I'm saying is, it's like when we say Angel is the most important player on Chicago.
Okay.
Because she has the most impact. She's not the best. She's not the best player on the team. But you take Angel off that team going in last place.
But I don't even think she's the most important player on Alabama.
Yes, she is.
I think it's Olivia Nye.
She's the one talking in the huddles. She's the one the coach is going to. All that. Look at it. You got to go back and look at it.
Unc. Who does the plays go through?
Her. Bro, you know she cooked Anisha Morrow. They played LSU is my team.
Let me see what she did against LSU.
She cooked Anisha Morrow. Cooked her. And she undersized everything. Cooked Anisha Morrow.
Let me see.
And that's my team.
But hold on. She only had 21 and 5.
Bro.
I had 28.
I'm talking about Ashley. Bro. And Morrow, guess what Morrow had? Morrow had like 24. So she it was a stalemate between her and Anisha Morrow. You think I'm talking, yo? I ain't just talking when I be up.
Hold on. I'm trying to go pull it up. Hold on. Let me go look at Morrow's numbers, man.
I think I just talking, man.
Yeah, she had 16 and 9, but she only took 14 shots.
Who had 16-9?
Anisha Morrow.
I thought she had 24 that game. So she outplayed Morrow.
Did they play them twice? Let me see.
Man, she shook it was one play she did a hezzy on Morrow, shook her, and went right to the rim. You know, I'm like, whoa, this girl is crazy right here, man. She don't play like no girl. Her game ain't no girl game, man. And she gonna kill you. She gonna stick your center. She don't care who she's sticking. She gonna put her nose in there and she gonna get dirty, just like Angel Reese.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Olivia Nye won that game.
Bro.
She was a great complimentary piece, but I thought Olivia Nye won that game.
Bro.
You don't think so?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's just like Angel Reese. They were saying about Kennedy Carter is the best player on the team and all that. Okay, she could be the best player, but the most impactful player is Angel. The most impactful player on that team is Sarah Ashley Barker. She don't have to get all the points and all that, but she's the engine that makes everything go. I can't believe you. Like we say the same thing about Angel. We say that.
But no. You can't compare her to Angel because they do two different things, though.
She do the same thing.
The reason Angel will literally take a player out the game by guarding them. Angel controls the boards. Angel creates the momentum for her team. Like that's different. That's different than what Barker does.
Barker gonna do the same thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Barker's not an energy player. She don't even rebound that well.
Energy player, bro. This is what I'm trying to
rebound that well. You think she rebounds?
You must have been watching Barker. You must be talking about somebody else. Barker's blonde hair. She wears her hair in a
I
ponytail.
know who Barker is. You don't need to tell me. She from Alabama. I know who she is. She lives in the same home state. I know who she is.
Bro, you see how
I
she
know what
runs the
Alabama
court?
play.
She runs the court full speed. She don't jog, nothing. She run full speed beating everybody down there. She's diving in the crowd ball. She's doing whatever. Forget it. I mean, we got. You
Hey,
don't see
look,
what I
this is
don't
what I'm
see
gonna
what.
do for you, Uncle J. I'm gonna do this for you because I think she coming out. I'm about to write this down. In the next 2 weeks,
Break her film down, please.
I'm doing a Barker film breakdown. Training camp. She gonna be part of my training camp invite
She's
playlist.
not. She's gonna make a team.
I'm putting on my
Now,
training camp invite playlist.
right now, she could take probably who position can she take? She could probably take Rebecca Allen position. She might give Michaela a run for her money. That's a fact. She'll take Lexi Hall. She'll take Lexi Hall position. Who else?
You said
Uh,
Lexi Hall position?
yeah, she'll take Lexi Hall position.
I don't know, man.
This girl's a dog, bro. She's a real dog. Like I don't get it. Y'all bugging.
It would be, I think it would be a competition though. She wouldn't just walk in. So she wouldn't just walk in there and be like, okay, we drafted Barker. We don't need you no more, Lexi.
Nah. She gonna have to fight for it. She'll fight for it.
Exactly. But you're acting like she just gets drafted and she walks in there and whoever on the team that she's better than, they gotta go.
No, what I'm saying is she gonna fight and she's gonna take somebody's position because of her energy, how she plays. She gonna give you 110%. She gonna empty herself. She gonna leave everything on the court. I love players like that. And she's playing both sides. It's not like she's taking a break on D and only playing offense. She's playing 110 on D and 110 on O. And she might not be the best on defense, but she gonna try to stop you. She's gonna try to do, you know what I mean? Impede your
How many
progress.
years she been in the NBA? I mean, in college.
I think she's a senior right now.
This is her 5th or 4th year.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know exactly that.
This is her. She been in college 5 years. She got that COVID year.
Yeah, so she coming out.
She only averaged double-digit points the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's the one that they was talking about before that I think Brooklyn was mentioning a long time ago. He was saying she didn't do well in her first 2 years, but then her numbers just jumped up the last 2 years. I believe in her. And maybe people looking at that like her numbers didn't jump until, her last couple years, and maybe it's not consistent. They think it's not real. But she's a dog, bro.
I mean, the last 2 years, her points, rebounds, and assists, and steals, and blocks, and field goal percentage has been consistent. It's just, I don't see those players who got those 5 years, man. They just more experienced than everybody.
Yeah, they just really
level you're not.
Right. They're just really pros.
Like it's hard to really explain it. I be trying to explain that to people. It's hard to really explain it. You got to be in those moments. Like I remember freshman. I just know where the ball is going to be at. I just know where you going to be at on the court. How much of the court you can guard. Like I get more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've got more confidence in my shot because I know you don't really know where I'm about to shoot this ball at.
Right.
So that's why those 5-year players, I'm iffy on them because they start shining because they just experienced than the younger players that they're playing against.
Like really, she would be a first-year pro right now. Just got done with a first-year pro.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you don't think she's on nobody level in the W right now? Like she can play?
Because think about this. I want to put it in perspective. Think about this. If COVID would have never happened, she wouldn't have got that 5th year, right?
Right.
So would she have been drafted last year?
And last year, yeah.
You think she would have got drafted last year?
Yeah. She's better than Sheldon.
What?
Sheldon went before Angel. Come on, man.
No, you said that's what I'm saying. That you think last
Yes.
year Barker was better than JC Sheldon?
I think right now, this Barker right now, because they would be on the same level. I think this Barker right now is better than Sheldon. Yes. Who else was in that draft? Mika Mule? You mean tell me she couldn't get a spot over Mika Mule? Nika Mule? She's better than her.
Nika Mule got drafted because she was at UConn.
At UConn, that's a fact.
Barker wasn't at UConn. She was at Alabama.
Pilly, she ain't better than Pilly. Pilly is way better than Barker.
Yeah, she's not better than Pilly.
But who else was in that draft?
You bugging. You bugging.
Davis, she was better than Davis. Davis didn't even get to play.
I've been trying to go, but you bugging. You is bugging. You is bugging, man.
Yo, I just have a different perspective. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's just how I look at it. I think Ashley should be in the league. If she's not in the league, that's crazy. That would be crazy to me.
Look, I'm not saying that I don't think she's talented enough to fight for a roster spot. I'm saying she's going to be a camp invite.
So you think Harmony should be a camp invite?
No, Harmony's getting drafted.
Oh, now Harmony getting drafted. Wow.
Getting drafted. What we talking about here, man? Well, she's not better than Harmony though.
Sarah offer you more than Harmony could give you. Which Harmony we talking about?
We're gonna revisit this, and I need you to don't disappear either. Give me 2 weeks. I got some other breakdowns to get to. Give me 2 weeks.
All right.
I'm doing March Madness breakdowns the next week before the draft starts. But give me 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to get out the way before the draft.
Wait for the season to start. I can't wait for this. I thought everybody else was coming up, man. I'm trying to watch the game. I missed like half, but I appreciate you had me on just talking. You know what I mean?
Oh, you already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. Yeah, look, I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I'm actually getting a new studio built. I got a construction guy coming in Wednesday. So I'm actually I'm getting a studio built. So it's gonna motivate me to actually do more shows. So
you stay away from those crazy people, man. Don't let them people pull you in, man. You know?
Man. It's gonna motivate me to do more shows, man. Yeah.
So brother threw him down a hole, you know what I mean? Because he had the coat of many colors. You know what I mean? They got so don't let nobody throw you down that hole, man.
Oh, nah. Sometimes you just gotta speak on it and let it go. You know how that go. You just speak on it and let it go. You just speak on it and let it. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them. You know how it go.
Dude,
you don't put too much energy into it.
Yeah, you that dude though, man. Man, listen, you ain't gotta do that.
Yeah, I know. Look, when my homeboy hear this, he gonna be like, "Zo, you bigger than that."
Right. You ain't gotta do that.
Just be. That's why I said this is probably my last time speaking on foolishness like that. I'm gonna stick to what I do, man.
I love you and what's the name show? You and Showtime. I love that, man.
Yeah, man. It's gonna just continue to grow, man. We got some big stuff coming. Right now it's once a week. It depends on subscribers. If you listening, y'all interaction engagement determines if we go to 2, 3, or Monday through Friday. So we're gonna continue to grow. Our rhythm on the panel will get better. That was our first show and people loved it. We got a lot of engagement off of it. So as we continue to kind of like do our show together, shout out to HD Key, my girl B, Maria.
Yeah, I got good chemistry. I said UHD show and all y'all got some good chemistry together. Y'all feed off.
Yeah. Look, I gotta start the debates. I'm coming with them. Because they be up there talking crazy, They be up there talking crazy, man.
HD is what HD be saying some wild stuff, bro. I be like, yo, HD. But then when you think about it, it's like, well, he kind of making
Oh
some sense.
yeah. See, I always tell people HD is animated. If you get past the animated and really listen to HD talk, he be having some good takes. If you get past the animated parts of it and like really like just HD is one his take don't really resonate with you on the first watch. HD one of those people you gotta go back and play it back again. That's why I'm glad he on there. He gonna get us a lot of playback.
I like
Like
HD a lot.
yeah, HD, one of the most smartest dudes
He's
I've been around,
one of
man.
the realest people on here, man. He gonna say it like it is. He ain't gonna bite his tongue. You know what I mean? I like that. You more meticulous. You know what I mean? You go in, but you know what I mean. You got to be careful what you say. You know what I mean? You gonna say it, but you got to be a little careful. HD just gonna say it with brashness, and he don't think about the consequences till later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And look, that's why I love the team that we have because they know the position that I'm in. I can't say certain things. So I love
Right.
saying from especially HD. HD be knowing what I won't say even before a show. He'll be like, I know what Zoe really won't say, but I know he can't say it.
Yeah, he be like, I know Prince won't say it, but I'm gonna say it for him.
That's why that's my brother, man. Look, AD my brother, man. But yeah, man, we got a good thing going, man. We wanted to give the WNBA a different take and a different vision on basketball, especially with the season coming. The topic's gonna just get better and better. Again, next week we got some great topics as well, man. So everybody listening, if you're not subscribed to Star Hoop Central, make sure you go subscribe, go back and watch our first video, leave a comment if you can, hit that bell for notifications. And when you hit the bell, click all instead of customize, click all, because customize, the title dictates which notifications you get. A lot of people don't know that. If you don't click all and just click customize, it'll only send you the ones where a title is dedicated to NBA, WNBA. So but appreciate that shout out though, Unc, man. Appreciate that shout out. But yeah, man. If you ain't subscribed to IMZO Media, on the road to 3,500. Let's see if I get that by in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to. Like, I got about 6-7 videos in me that's been sitting in the cut that I ain't even released yet. So, I'm gonna see if I get those out the way this week, man. Find some motivation to do something, man. Because me and Showtime was talking. And Showtime was like, "Yo, you need to get back to them breakdowns." I was like, "Thank you for the motivation." So I gotta get back to my breakdowns, man.
But I know y'all trying to build a network and all that, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find, honestly, for me, is trying to find a balance right now between both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of moving stuff behind the scenes as well. So just trying to find that balance, trying to find time. So.
But y'all enjoy the Sabbath, man. I'm finna step down. I'm missing the game. But Zoe, man, you stay out though, and
Man,
peace.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You be cool. Appreciate it, Unc.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Appreciate my only super chat today. Y'all was being stingy, but it's cool. My dude HD with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate everybody in the chat, all the interaction, all the love, all the info y'all put in the chat, man. Look, I'll be going back. I'll give y'all this. I'll tell y'all this. A lot of y'all are smart, man. Like, that's why I'm very appreciative of the subscribers that I have. I don't like to do the fan thing. Like, I don't want y'all to be fans of people. Like, y'all subscribers, I call y'all supporters versus like fans. That's kind of like, weird. Y'all ain't in the stands cheering, even though y'all on chat cheering a little bit, but y'all more support. I like to lean on the word supporter more than like fans, even subscribers, man. Y'all supporters, so appreciate y'all for continuing to support the channel, man. Sorry about the tiring at the beginning, but sometimes you just gotta pop out and show people, man. But I try to be humble. Look, a lot of jabs get thrown that normal people that just in the chat don't realize. A lot of jabs get thrown around. But again, sometimes, hey, Sometimes that Louisiana come out of me, man. Y'all gotta respect that, man. Sometimes that Louisiana come out of me. I forget where I am sometimes, man. But again, appreciate the support. Again, I'm trying to find more motivation to kind of pull up more, do more breakdowns. It's just been hard getting to them with starting the other channel, getting that one up and running and stuff like that. But I'm gonna try to do more, see y'all more, because y'all are some good supporters, man. You know what I'm saying? All 3,220 of y'all. I got good support in my corner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what y'all come here for. Y'all come here for the knowledge. So y'all, hey, when y'all come here, y'all leave with a talking point to go use to prove your point. That's my whole goal, honestly. I just want to give information. So appreciate my supporters. Shout out B Will for the super chat, $5 super chat by B Will. I ain't giving you ish. You keep talking greasy about Olivia Miles like that. Hey man, appreciate the $5 super chat. Look, if you want me to stop talking about Olivia Miles, you gotta send at least 500. You gotta see. It gotta be 500, man. You want me to stop talking about Olivia? It gotta be 500, man. It gotta be 500. Again, I don't know, man. After the last game, I might go back live. So stay tuned. I might drop the thumbnail. I might go back live and just run through today's games. My thoughts on it. I ain't gonna get too deep into it. I'm gonna open the panel up, get y'all thoughts, because we might cover it on Star Central Hoops. So make sure y'all pull up for Star Central Hoops. Just type it in your search browser and go subscribe. If you my subscriber, you should be subscribed over there already. And make sure you subscribe to all 5 of their channels as well. Showtime, HDB, Maria, and my sister Key. Shout out to my sister Key. I don't know where Key at, but she was in the chat. She probably went back to covering the game, but that's my sister right there, man. Hey, when me and Key fuss like brother and sister, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll fuss right now. We'll eat dinner tonight. That's how me and Key rock, man. That's my sister, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate the super chats, B Will and HD. Again, it depends. I might go back live after the last game. I'll see. Just be on the lookout for the thumbnail, man. And again, if you see my community posts, my film studies are coming back next week. So be on the lookout for those coming back next week. I don't know what game I'm gonna start with first. So shout out to Dennis PC Gaming for the $5 super sticker. Hey, Dennis was one of my first subscribers on this channel, because this is my new channel. Dennis was on my old channel too. But Dennis PC Gaming was one of my first, like, I got some good supporters on my channel. Forget what they talking about. My channel, my subscribers, real supporters, man. So appreciate all of y'all. Y'all don't go unnoticed, especially those who always in the comments. Those who always sending super chats, y'all appreciation don't go unnoticed. I'm gonna try to turn my channel up a little bit. I know I've been dragging my feet. I'm gonna try to get back to the grind, man. I'm gonna try to get back to the grind. I'm gonna figure it out. I got to get my schedule straight first though. But I'm gonna figure it out, get back to the grind. But again, I might go live after the last game so I can hear y'all thoughts. I'm gonna really go live for y'all. So be on the lookout. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. Even if one person comes up and just want to talk about today's games, I'm gonna let y'all do it. I want y'all can use my platform today to get y'all takes off. So after the last game, be on the lookout. If you don't see the notification after the last game ends, if you don't see the notification, just come to the channel. It'll be up there. I'm gonna just go live after the last game, so y'all get y'all takes off. I can hear y'all thoughts, and we can talk through this, man. Talk some of y'all off the ledge, man. Especially if you lose, talk some of y'all off the ledge, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go live because I know Brass was eating. I know he wanted to come up. So Brass, I'm gonna come back after the last game. I'm gonna drop the thumbnail when I get off, and y'all come back up after the last game. We're gonna run it, man. But other than that, man, appreciate y'all. Y'all be solid. See y'all in a little bit. Y'all stay cool.
I am Zo Media, where the passion collide. Spotlight the hustle, bring the grind worldwide. From interviews to moves, the game's in my scope. Showcasing the greatness, inspiring hope. She cross up defender, step back, that's clean. Highlight moments blowing up the whole scene. From buzzer beaters, the teamwork extreme. The beauty of the game, living out the dream. I break it all down, every pick, every roll. From the layups to the swishes, every hoop, every goal. Got the mic in my hand, got the stats in my soul. Women's basketball shining, that's the ultimate role. From legends of the past.